It's The Pet Show with Dr. Katie Nelson.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Pet Show with Dr. Katie. I'm Dr. Katie Nelson. In this half hour, we focus on all things regarding your beloved pets, from health to proper care to fun. And we always want to know about you and your pets, so feel free to email me at petshow, all one word, at news8.net. Coming up on the show today, we'll learn about the Humane Society International's efforts to end the dog meat trade in countries across Asia. And if you ever wanted to learn how to care for a pot-bellied pig, just stay tuned. We'll get tips from Dr. Lori Hess, plus an adorable adoptable or two from the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria. But as we always do, let's begin with this week's Shedlines. This is animal news that you may or may not have heard about. The Tennessee Clean Water Network is looking into a rather unusual way to clear brush and invasive plants from Williams Creek Urban Forest in East Knoxville. As part of a 3-year plan to clean up the forest, they're bringing in hordes of goats to eat their way through all of the unwanted foliage, and these guys are ready and willing to work hard. And meanwhile, at Jordan Lobster Farm in Island Park, New York, a very old lobster is getting a reprieve. The owner of the restaurant was surprised when he received his shipment containing this 23-pound lobster. Based on his size and weight, it's believed that this big guy is roughly 95 years old. And after a few days of attention from the public, this grandpa lobster will find a permanent home at the local aquarium. Yay! And finally, a farmer in China recently discovered a brand new dinosaur fossil. Meet Suni, a brand new species of raptor. What makes this particularly well-preserved fossil special is the clear evidence that this dino had long feathers on its arms and tail. This discovery further supports the link between dinosaurs and birds. This feathered dino is believed to have lived about 125 million years ago. Wow. Well, since August of last year, more than 8,000 dogs have been rescued from the Chinese dog meat market. In some parts of that country and others of other areas of Asia slaughter the animals for human consumption. More often than not, they're stolen pets. Humane Society International has been aggressively doing its part to stop the dog meat trade, and we actually were lucky enough to have a couple of dogs here that were rescued. Adam Periscandola is with the Humane Society International, and he joins us with more today. So, Adam, this is a really sort of an uncomfortable subject for most of us Americans. I mean, we just cannot fathom eating our man's best friend, but this is something that's very common in some countries in Asia, right?
Yes, it's primarily Asia, South Korea, and Vietnam are the three main consumers of dog meat, and I agree with you. It is, sort of immediately appalling to most of us in the West because, dogs are our companions. There's not as long a history of that in some of those countries, but we're seeing now a large growth in the pet industry in China and Korea and these places that is really helping, I think, to try to put an end to the dog meat trade.
Now, there was one of the most popular hashtags on Twitter for quite a while was Stop Yulin, and this is an actual festival that happens in, I think it was in June, right, where they bring all of these animals in here and to be slaughtered and to be eaten. There is a series of days coming up, not an actual festival, but called Baknal as well. What is it that we can do potentially to help these animals and to help spread the news that you guys are out there working so hard to make this stop?
Well, I think Yulin this year was tremendous. I mean, we had a tremendous response from around the world. Of course, having Ricky Gervais and Simon Cowell and some of these celebrities really take up the cause has helped a lot. I myself was personally in Yulin for the Dog Meat Festival. And, while it's really tough to be there, I am happy to report that there seemed to be a much lower consumption this year than other years. I think that the international pressure is putting pressure on the government, and as well as bringing shame to the people that are engaged in this trade, and it is turning people away. It is working. Additionally, there is a tremendous network of Chinese activists, which we support at Humane Society International, and they're the ones that have done the truck interceptions that resulted in the 8,000 dogs being rescued last year. We've had 1,000 dogs rescued so far in a number of truck interceptions just since Yulin in June. And this is really, I think, the future of what will end the dog meat trade in China. And so I think it's important for people to be educated to support the groups, both international groups like Humane Society International and local groups within these countries that are doing the work to end the trade.
And I mean, do you think that in the next 10 years that this could be something that's in the past?
I think it's quite possible. With South Korea, our target really is to try to bring about a significant reduction, if not an end, by the 2018 Olympics. I think that there's going to be a lot of pressure on the government of Korea to end this before the Olympics are there. Likewise, in China, you know, we're talking about very small percentage of the population in just a couple of regions in China. It still results, unfortunately, in millions of dogs being killed every year. But there's so much pressure from within. It's such a changing so rapidly within China that I do believe within 10 years we could see an end to it.
Okay. Well, so what do you guys need from us? Social media support, financial support? What can our viewers do to potentially make a difference with you guys?
I mean, I think, you know, we do have a number of funds that people can donate to our dog meat fund specifically. It's part of our street dog program, actually. But and that money we use to, you know, do things like work in Korea to shut down the dog meat farms, and which is where we brought the dogs to the U.S. from 2 different dog meat farms, and convert the farmer to another line of work. Helps us to go to places like Yulin and spread the word, and also to support these local activists. Also, it is very important to support to use public media and educate people. And you can follow at hsi.org is our website. And you can follow, and sometimes we'll have petitions and things like that that we're really looking for people to respond to and spread the word.
Excellent. All right. Well, you've heard it here, guys. We're going to have their link up on our Pet Show Facebook page. Thank you so much, Adam, for all that you do and for joining us here today as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're going to talk about pot-bellied pigs. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we don't only focus on dogs and cats around here at the Pet Show, but all animals. And our go-to exotic pet expert, Dr. Lori Hess, is back, and she joins us today with tips on caring for pot-bellied pigs. And I'm going to go ahead and throw out there that if you're looking for a pot-bellied pig, I hear that there's an adorable one at Calvert County Humane Society. So we'll have her picture up on our Pet Show Facebook page. Check it out. But so these guys can be great little pets.
They can be. They're not for everybody.
Right.
But they can be in certain circumstances.
Yeah. Now, is this going to fall under the food animal laws in certain areas?
Yes.
Okay.
And not only do you have to check with your state, but you have to check with your locale, with your region, because the laws are variable.
Okay.
And that's very, very important.
Okay. So, yeah, I haven't looked here in the DC area if it's okay to have one or not, but we'll do that later this week. So, but all right. So, describe to us about the normal size and lifespan and things like this of a pot-bellied pig.
Well, pot-bellied pigs traditionally are the Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs that we've heard about, and they typically can get to be 100, 150 pounds.
Okay.
I think the breed standard is something like 150 pounds, 18 inches tall.
Okay.
But now there are all different kinds of pigs, mini pigs. There are toy potbellies, there are mini potbellies, there are Julianas, there are teacups, and even the teacups are as little as a teacup at the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're interested in a pig, you really have to research, how big do you want it to get?
Yeah. And there's actually a really funny story about a teacup pig. If anybody follows on social media, Esther the Wonder Pig, she was supposed to be a teacup pig,
yes.
and now she's around 700 pounds, I believe.
Well, from having gone to veterinary school, all pigs start like 2 to 5 pounds, and not all of them stay 2 to 5 pounds. They grow to be 700 or 800 pounds on the farm.
Did not. And those guys were really amazing because they actually left their whole life and moved up so they could have a farm for her. But all right, so let's say, all right, we've figured it out that in our area we can have one. We've found an adoptable pig that we've fallen in love with. Now what? What do we do to start preparing our home and our yard and everything for these guys?
Well, you must have space. That's really key. So they do need outdoor space. How much space? The average pen size should be no smaller than about 8 to 15 feet, 8 by 15 feet.
Okay.
So that's inside if they're living inside, or in your yard outside. It's really important that they get outside for their hoofs to be worn down, to get sunshine, to make vitamin D in their skin. But many of them do live inside. The other thing is noise. I don't know if you've ever heard a pot-bellied pig a little annoyed.
They're not quiet.
No. They scream, and it sounds like someone's being stabbed.
Yes.
But that's just their noise, and
Yeah.
so you can't have neighbors that are going to mind. Ideally, you have no neighbors. Yes. So.
And they can be house trained.
Oh, absolutely.
Very easily,
Litter box
right?
trained, absolutely. I mean, again, it's like positive reinforcement training. We've talked about it with other species. You just keep leading them to the same area to go to the bathroom, and whether it's inside in, you can use a wading pool like this for play, but you can also cut out a little section so they can walk in and use it as a litter pan.
Oh, okay.
Or outside, they can use a section of the lawn. The one thing that people don't really realize about pigs is that they're really fastidious. They like to defecate here and sleep and eat here. They don't want to be anywhere near where they're using the bathroom. So you have to make sure you provide enough space for that.
Okay. All right. And we talked about the little pool here for a minute, but they do require some intellectual stimulation as well.
Yes. The term is rooting.
Okay.
So they will root up your carpet, your linoleum, your wood floors if you don't give them the opportunity to dig. So one way to do that, particularly if you live in a small house, or I'm from New York City originally, and there are potbelly pigs living in New York City that don't really walk very much, just on leashes outside. But if you get a pool or some sort of carrier like this, a big dog crate, and you can put in balls and even paper and paper towels and paper bags, blankets, anything that they can dig around in. You put treats in there, you let them find them, and it provides lots of stimulation. It provides exercise for them, because we know that they tend to get fat.
Yes.
So if you can hide their food in their rooting area, they can play in there, dig, and eat at the same time.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, well, Dr. Lori has an awesome article on her website, which we have up right there, that has more information about preventative care and everything that it takes medically to take care of our pigs as well. So we invite you to go to her website, learn more about that there. And thank you so much, Dr. Lori, for coming.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and again, we're going to link to an adoptable pot-bellied pig right on our website, so check it out. There's a lot more ahead. Keep it here. Welcome back to the Pet Show. It is an unfortunate fact, but some dog breeds have a bad rap. Pit bull owners across the country are standing up to show support for their loving pets in a new public service announcement. It's called the Minority Project, and it was created by the Animal Farm Foundation to raise awareness on discrimination against the breed. The Mueller family is featured in the PSA along with their dog Ginger, and they join us today with more on the project. So, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you as well.
Oh, okay. We have to redo it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Welcome back to the Pet Show. It is an unfortunate fact, but some dog breeds have a bad rap. Pit bull owners across the country are standing up to show support for their loving pets in a new public service announcement. It's called the Majority Project, and it was created by the Animal Farm Foundation to raise awareness on discrimination against this breed. The Mueller family, their grandmother actually, is featured in the PSA along with their dog Ginger, and they join us today with more on the Majority Project. So let's introduce this little beauty in front of us first. This is Ginger. She is not adoptable, you guys. She has already been adopted. But why did you guys choose to participate in this project, and tell us a little bit about it?
Well, first of all, we love our dog, and we want to make it so that there's no discrimination against the dog, and we want to show that the majority of pit bull owners are responsible and caring individuals, and that's what the project is about, and we just wanted to get the message across that we are the majority.
I love that. I mean, I really do, because I think that this breed has been so associated with, drug dealers and criminals and bad people that, really, guys, looks like. This is what the majority of pit bull owners actually look like. Handsome little dudes like Caden here, huh? So how about Ginger? Do you think that she's inherently dangerous? This was one of the terms that's used.
No, she's a dog that loves cuddling.
Oh.
I mean, well, sometimes she'll take up the whole bed. So she's
so she might push you off the bed.
Yeah,
that might be the dangerous part.
So much. But yeah, no, I don't think she's dangerous at all, or any other pit bull.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think what I've always said about pitties is that they want to please you so bad.
They're loyal.
That
so loyal.
if you teach them to do bad things, they will do bad things because you want them to do that. If you teach them to be total goofballs that, you know, are bed hogs, then I think that that's really kind of what their silly nature is. And you've had pit bulls, you said, for a very long time, right?
Yes, we've fostered pit bulls. We've always adopted and rescued pit bulls. We've actually had 4 pit bull type dogs. She's our 4th, and I can't think of another breed that would be more loyal, more fun. Like you said, they're just goofballs. We have a great time with them, and we really want to get the message out there. Unfortunately, a lot of people have myths and misunderstandings, and the PSA is about education, and our family is about educating people and showing them this is a dog like any other dog, to be loved, to be cared for, and we are very responsible owners, as is the majority of people who own pit bulls.
I love it. Well, you know, I mean, this really is an amazing project. We've got the website up there right now, and we invite everyone to visit it, take a look at the PSA, and learn more before you make a judgment, because again, this is the majority right here, and we thank you guys so much for coming on and telling your story.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right. And nice to meet you too, Ginger. She's so pleasant and regal laying there with her paws out like this. All right, everybody, we're going to take our last break, and when we come back, we'll have an animal with a remarkable story that you just might want to make part of your family. And welcome back to the Pet Show. It's my favorite time of every week. It's time to meet our adorable adoptable. And this week she comes to us from the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria. Today we welcome back Chelsea Lindsay and the adorable
Darla.
Darla
From Little Rascals.
She is, and she definitely looks like the Little Rascals dog.
Does.
And oh, she sees herself on camera. She says, "Who is that gorgeous spotted girl?"
Very inquisitive.
All right, so now she has a pretty tough story.
Yes. So we got her a couple weeks ago. I don't know where you're going, Darla, but we got her a few weeks ago. Animal Services was called out for a dog on the Duke Street part of Alexandria that was just sort of wandering around, didn't look like she was in very good shape. So they went out, they brought her in, and it was very obvious that she had been attacked by something, more than likely another dog. So not like a dog fight or anything like that, but very obvious, you know, she was the victim of whatever had happened. Right. You know, her mouth was in really bad shape. She's got a little bit of a limp on her back leg. So we had to do a lot of medical work, and we have teeth removed, unfortunately, so she's missing some teeth on her right side. Sometimes her tongue sticks out. It's really funny.
She could get famous, like Toast Meets World.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to get her to go viral somehow. I don't know. And you know, so she's still limping a little bit on that leg. We're kind of keeping an eye on that. But other than that, she's actually in pretty good shape. The teeth are looking a lot better now, and she is the friendliest dog like we have in the whole shelter, like so one of a few.
She was making friends with the Mueller family that we just had on with the boys back there.
Them. I got some adorable pictures of her like in their laps, just like completely upside down, getting belly rubs.
Yeah.
So I guess you're kid friendly. That's
yes.
good. Now we know.
We would assume that she would be since she was in their laps.
She loved them. And in the car, she was like trying to get in my lap, and she kept putting her paw on my shoulder. I'm like, I have to drive, you know. But you're very sweet, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. She is. Now, you know, and it's funny because we did just have the segment on pit bull type dogs, and you guys actually have a partnership that's sort of a unique partnership.
So we, and actually a couple other shelters in the area also participate in this as well, but we will transfer out as many as we can pit bull type dogs from the Prince George's County Animal Shelter, because unfortunately in Prince George's County, pit bull type dogs or anything that is considered a 50% or more mix of a pit bull type dog.
That's a very exact science, as we all know.
I'm not sure how you figure that out, but is illegal. You cannot own them. So unfortunately, when the shelter gets them in, they have to transfer them out. That's the only option they have. So we do it, and I know a couple other shelters in the area will usually take one or two at a time when we have extra space and bring them here because we don't have any breed bans in the city of Alexandria. And we do have, it's getting better. People are a little more open to it. We're doing a lot of work about just saying it's a dog.
Yeah.
She's not any better or worse than any other type of dog. She's a great dog. So we love participating in that and really helping them out. And it's it's funny because they'll usually be like, oh, it's a lab mix or a boxer mix. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever you have to say to get them out of there,
Absolutely, you
but
are.
there you go. She's so vicious, right?
Yeah, she truly is. Yeah, in Cincinnati, they're also illegal, and I have a friend that works with the Cincinnati Humane Society, and someone had a pet alligator in Cincinnati that they actually turned into the shelter, and because pit bulls are illegal there, everything is a lab mix, and so they actually joked that they were going to put it up on the website as adoptable lab mix.
That's amazing.
From Cincinnati. But yeah, so no, I mean, again, this is just basically we need to treat them all just like we treat people. Treat them all as individuals. Everybody's going to have some quirks, but most of the time with these guys, they're the silliest kind of quirks. Now, you said she does do a couple of tricks.
And that's the crazy part is that nobody came to reclaim her, but she's obviously been owned. She knows several tricks. She's really well trained.
I'm going to steal
this. You got to treat. So she knows sit, both paws, and down, and stay. But she doesn't know sit from a down.
Do you want to get up? Come on, get up, show off your tricks.
I'm being good right now.
But I don't want to show off my tricks. I just want to take the treat from you.
We talked her up too much. Now she's not going to do it.
I know. Believe us, guys. She really, truly can do it.
Yeah, she said I want a belly rub though. I'll post a video later. She can do it. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Can you sit? Good girl. All right. Can you give me pause? What's the keyword?
Yeah.
Pause. Good girl. Good girl. All right, and down.
And she knows down.
Okay, and down. Down. Down.
She get there. There we go.
See, you got a trick dog. She looks like the RCA dog. Her name's Darla from Little Rascals, and you can adopt her at the Alexandria
She's
shelter.
looking for her alfalfa, we'll say that.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, well, thank you so much, Chelsea, for coming, and thank you, Miss Darla, for joining us. And thank you, everybody, for joining us as well. I'm Dr. Katie Nelson. Please don't forget to send us your questions to petshow@news8.net. You can follow me on Twitter at Dr. Katie Nelson, and as always, please check out our Facebook page for fun and cute things. And we're going to leave you with this week's Fur Fix. A baby penguin, in Dallas, Texas, takes to the water for the first time. Enjoy. See you guys next week.